Suhashani here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another why can I not talk today? I'm back with another poetry video. I feel as I haven't done a spoken word in ages. I don't know why. It's probably because I've done loads of other videos in between. So yeah, it feels good to be back with another poem. If this is the first time you're joining me on my channel, hello, I'm Suhashani. Nice to meet you. I do poetry, books, fashion and lifestyle type of content. So if you are interested in that, please like, comment and subscribe. And also, if you are interested in any other poetry videos that I've done, I'll link all of my other ones below. So if you do end up enjoying this video, feel free to go and check out my other ones. So apart from that, let's get into the poem. Investments are not of bonds, but bonds placed between you and others. Investments are not of shares, but what you choose to share with the world. Investments are not of stocks, but what stocks are available for you to use. Your life is the investment. So the inspiration behind your life is the investment actually came from a quote that I read ages ago from one of the most successful investors out there in the world. I'm pretty sure anyone who is involved in the corporate world or just knows anything about financial terms will definitely recognize this investor, and his name is Warren Buffett. He is very inspirational in what he does, I think, in terms of the corporate field, but also with the wisdom that he shares. He says the most important investment in life is investing in yourself. I really do love that quote. It's probably one of my top inspirational life quotes that I have in my little quote book. But the reason why I really loved what Warren Buffett had said is, I guess, especially in the mindset of being in your 20s, you're so busy trying to figure out life and trying to establish everything and really going out your way to achieve everything. And I think it's really important to just stop and pause and figure out what type of investment you want to make for yourself. What value do you want to bring in the next couple of years? Or what are you doing that's so important now that's really going to be beneficial for you in the future? And I feel as though this quote really highlights that. So overall with this poem, using the financial terms, and you don't even need to really understand the financial terms, it's more or less the actual definition of those terms being used in a different meaning and a different way. So for it to really relate to long-term investments, and that long-term investment is investing in yourself. So the way I wanted to use investment in terms of Warren Buffett's quote is I wanted to compare it to financial terms strictly defined as investments, so stocks, shares, bonds, and I wanted to really mirror that with what's important in life or what you should kind of go out your way to achieve, so that it really heightens your value as a person and what you can bring to the table. For example, the first thing I say is bonds. So I don't want to go into the definitions of financial terms right now because obviously that's not what we're here for and this isn't a financial video. But if you take the definition of a bond, it's a financial instrument, it's a capital investment, and what you can do with that is really populate your growth. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to use the meaning of bond, which can also be used as the definition between relationships and human bonds, and I just wanted to compare and use that with each other. So it was a play on a financial term along with the bonds between you and other people. And the reason why I use specifically bonds and human relationships is obviously when you are growing as a person, you're going to have close people around you and those bonds are really valuable. But on top of that, when you do go into the working world, those networking bonds in whatever you're trying to achieve or whatever you're trying to really establish in your career, those networking bonds are also really important in terms of you to really use those connections and elevate yourself in that career ladder. So I use the word bonds or bond in those two ways, meaning the investment of investing a bond within someone else. That's a lifelong bond that's really going to help you in whatever you're going to do, whether that's support or whether that's something in relation to career. World shares is another financial instrument that you can get into and invest your money in. So what I wanted to use is the play on words with shares, or sharing, and what you choose to share with the world. So the reason why I use this is because I think how you are as a person and what you're doing and what the way you act towards other people and what you choose to do with your life says a lot about you. And I think we have a choice in what we choose to share. We can share positive things, we can share negative things, and really kind of go into this toxic cycle. So I really wanted to emphasize to the reader a point of reflection in what are you choosing to share with the world. Are you choosing to share good and positivity and good vibes to the world, or are you choosing to share something that isn't as good and something that maybe it's not going to help your state of mind and it's not going to help other people? So stocks can be seen as items or products that are part of your inventory, or things that you can use to really sell yourself. So here, when I say investment is not stocks, but stocks that are available for you to use, I'm basically hinting on the idea of your resources. So in life, what you've got given, and it doesn't matter what sort of background you're from, or whether you've got loads of things available to you or nothing at all. It's really utilizing what bare minimum you have. So whether that's getting an education or going to a school, and regardless of whatever school you do go to, just doing the best you can in order to get the top grades, for example. So it's using the resources you have, and if you don't have such resources, trying to go out your way to make those resources readily available. So that's the play on words with stocks, because stocks are products that are already in your inventory that you can sell and you can gain money from and profit from. So I basically use that financial term to really look into what stocks you have available for you and what you can use to really invest in yourself further. When you invest in yourself, it's something where it cannot be taken away from you. So for example, your education, your qualifications, what you do in this world, or what personality traits you have and your skill sets that you can offer to anything that you want to do. And I think that's so important, because like anything else, when it comes to chasing materialistic things, as much as it's all nice and amazing to chase those things can really dissipate. They can go at any minute, at any moment in time. You could be rich today, but tomorrow you could be poor. You could be poor today, but you could be rich tomorrow. So all of those materialistic aspects, they have this kind of attachment where there is really no certainty in whether you're able to chase them or to achieve them, or once you do, whether they will be able to stay with you. But the one thing that I think that's so important that this quote really highlighted to me is whatever you choose to invest in yourself is always going to remain within you. So whether that's your education, your qualification, the experience that you're getting in the working world, or your skill sets that you're trying to achieve, once you've achieved that, or once you've obtained that, that's something that no one can take away from you. Before putting in money in materialistic things and buying luxurious items, I think it's so important to put money into something that's going to be worthwhile, that's going to be an investment towards you, that will allow you to get more materialistic items or to have a lifestyle that you want to achieve later on. So if I was to give an example, a qualification, so something that not a lot of people are going to do, but if you invest yourself in studying for that and being able to achieve that, that certificate or that qualification is going to be something that's going to remain with you for the rest of your life. No one can take that away from you unless disciplinary action comes into play. But yeah, no one really can take that away from you, and it's going to be something that you're going to be carrying for the rest of your life. And on top of that, it's an element that's really going to heighten your self-worth. So I think this quote really stood out to me, because not only does it really focus on materialistic things, but it also focuses on what you can bring to the table, and whatever you can bring to the table, it's attached to you. So nothing will ever take that away from you. My mind just goes everywhere. So I guess if none of that really resonated with you, or you were able to really understand or get attached to anything that I said, I guess the one most important thing I can leave you is invest in yourself, because you are the most important investment in your life, and you are the one who's going to really take yourself far and beyond. So yeah, so that concludes today's spoken word poetry video. I hope you enjoyed this poem, and if you did, please remember to like, comment, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like I said in the beginning of my intro of this video, I'm going to leave other poetry videos that I've done, so if you did enjoy this one, or you're interested in any of the other topics that I've written about,